It's February 3rd, 2014. Welcome to the M5. This week in the news, there was a story, actually it was last week. Last week in the news, there was a story about guest posting by Matt Cutts, who is the Google spokesperson. And he said, guest posting is done, stick a fork in it. He basically said in his article that Google's found a way to eliminate the links that come from guest posts on other people's blogs. So let's back up for a minute. What's a guest post? If you have a blog and you want to get other people to your blog, right, traffic to your blog, then you will write articles for other people's websites or other people's blogs. They have an audience, and a percentage of that audience will see that article and come to your site because, they like what you wrote. If, obviously, they like what you wrote. The other thing is that you get a link back from the other website to your website, which Google used to see. Now, Matt Cutts is saying that they see it and they're going to eliminate the value that gives you, which means two things. There's two potentials here. The first potential is that Matt Cutts might be stretching the truth. Maybe Google doesn't have the technology to be able to weigh the strength of links, or because if I got a link from the Huffington Post, it's essentially a guest post, right? If I did an article, they put it there, it's essentially a guest post. He's saying that link wouldn't count anymore, and I think that that's wrong. So it could all be a ruse, but let's say it's not a ruse. What then? Well, there's two reasons to do a guest post to begin with. The first is to get a percentage of the traffic from the other website to your website. The second is to get that link so that Google can see it and rank you higher in the search engines. But if the link doesn't count anymore, then there's no sense in doing articles for websites that don't have an audience. So the C and D level websites, you forget them. But that means that the A and B level websites are going to be hit by all the bloggers in the blogosphere who normally do guest posts to get traffic. You can see the problem. Now all of a sudden, Copyblogger, Huffington Post, American Express Open Forum, Kissmetrics, and a whole slew of others, they're going to be inundated with guest posts from bloggers in the blogosphere. That means that for you to stand out with your business is going to be even more difficult. So basically what Google is saying is you have two options, and I think it's going this way anyway. AdWords and Google+. See, Google+ hasn't been adopted by everyone, but Google is still pushing it. Soon, it seems as though they're going to make Google+, that social, site, Google+, the real indicator of a quality site. And if you have a lot of traffic on Google+, then I believe that's what's going to make Google rank you higher. Anyway, there's a lot to think about. I just wanted to make sure you understood the news. And, if you're thinking about doing guest posts, now's the time. That's this week's M5.